titties? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Give them what they want. Oh, you mean to tell me they really didn't want to get rid of the police? They didn't want to defund the police? Imagine that. Told you so, told you so, told you so. First of all, as many of you all know, I love to give the Democrats what they want as long as it affects them. You see, when these people were talking about defund the police, although I felt really bad for my fellow brothers and sisters in blue who work in these cities as police officers, as law enforcement officers, I realized that they're better off going to other police departments or sheriff departments where they are appreciated, loved, and most of all, respected. This is something that you will not find in a lot of these blue cities, predominantly urban cities. Instead of people being held accountable for their criminal activity, resisting arrest, and trying to assault the police officer or shoot or kill the police officer, it's always talked about, the conversation is always about police reform. Until you deal with the criminal element of the black community and do a reform there, I don't want to hear about a police reform. Police reform is not going to have anything to do with Tyrone and Ray Ray, one, committing crime, and two, resisting arrest. How are they resisting arrest the police for? Anyway, you know me, I can go on and on about this topic. So now that crime has escalated bigly, now we want to give the police back their money and then some. You love to see it, don't you? Refund the police. How U.S. cities are reversing cuts to police budgets and even increasing them by millions in New York City, Baltimore, and L.A. as violent crime surges. You don't say, huh? It looks like you need the police after all. 1 year after many U.S. cities gave in to dramatic proposals to slash police department budgets, some are having second thoughts and quietly seeking to boost funding for cops as violent crime soars. I swear, I mean, you just love to see it. You just love to see them eat, just eat crow. I love this. This is what you get. You get what you deserve. The Democratic mayor of New York City, Baltimore, and Los Angeles are among those now backpedaling on their vows to defund the police as they face fury from residents over spiraling crime rates. One of the nation's 20th largest police departments, city leaders have already submitted next year's budget proposals for 12, and 9 of those request funding increases ranging from 1% to 6%, according to the Wall Street Journal. The sea changes comes a year after the murder of, I'm so tired of saying this man's name. Comes under the murder of fentanyl George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer spurred calls to defund and even abolish the police department. Now that's the part I was waiting for. I don't know about you guys. I was like, oh yeah, get rid of the police. I dare you. I dare you. And remember they kept talking about this. Well, we're going to send community leaders and therapists over to certain calls. Notice how that never transpired. None of that happened yet, right? Because they know better. I wanted that to happen. I'm like, you know what? Stop calling the police, okay? Send a group therapist or a community leader and make sure they wear the body camera, because I really want to see that footage, baby. I want to see that. Oh boy, but you know they dumb, but they ain't that dumb. Well, they may be, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell these days. Anyway, with many city leaders buckling to meet the demand. Meanwhile, the murder rate soared an average of 30% across 34 major cities last year and has continued to increase dramatically this year in many places. Let me show you what they're talking about over here. So let's look at this. Look at this. I'm sorry. Hey, This is what you get. And see, this is why I just say, listen, people in the Black community, they're going to have to decide what is in their best interest. Are you still going to virtue signal acting like the police are your main enemy? When who's the first person that you call when someone shoots at you that has the same color as you? Okay. Someone tries to do a home invasion that looks just like you. Okay. I mean, it's amazing that how we just want to be blind to who's the real enemy to other Black people, which is Black people, not the police, not the boogeyman. Okay, the white boogeyman. It's really us against us, but we don't want to focus on that. We don't even want to look at that. We want to sit up here and chase the boogeyman instead of holding ourselves accountable. And as far as I'm concerned, defunding the police and taking the police out of your neighborhoods when you need them the most, hey, I can take that in exchange of you guys not being accountable. Give me that every day, all day, okay? So if you notice in Oakland, crime went up, not crime, homicides. I gotta be specific. Homicides went up 132%. And Portland, Oregon, by the way, I should have got that article, but I was reading an article yesterday that the Black people in Portland, Oregon, which basically is predominantly white, Black people are dying at double the numbers. What's wrong with you people? Okay? Black people, listen, they said it was going to get rid of the police to protect Black people. And Black people are dying at twice the rate. I don't understand this. But the homicides in Portland went up 800%. Then Los Angeles, it went up 26%. Chicago, 22%. Austin, Texas, 50%. Austin, what's going on? Come on, Texas, what's going on with you? Come on now, really? New York City went up 22% and Philadelphia went up 38%. So when you start crying about policies that are really going to affect you, you have to understand that the politicians who are actually greenlighting this, they live in community homes that are gated. They have private security. They don't have to worry about stray bullets. They don't have to worry about drive-bys. They don't have to worry about home invasions. They don't have to worry about carjacking. They don't have to worry about the things that you need the police for. But keep pretending that the police are your enemy. And by the way, if you notice, the police are like, hey, you think I'm the enemy? Good. Police yourselves. So they're not even patrolling these neighborhoods to actually decrease crime. You understand that you all are, and when I say you all, I'm talking about these white liberals, the white commies, and the Black folks in the Black community, as well as those on the progressive left who are saying that when police patrol the area to discourage crime or discourage criminal activity, they're saying that what they're doing is over policing. It's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. So guess what the police say? Oh, you think I'm over policing? Oh, you don't appreciate me and my presence to basically prevent crime, and it is very effective. So they decided like, okay, I'll just show up maybe and when things have gone crazy. So if you see somebody suspicious behind your house or you hear someone trying to break in your home, you know what I'm saying, call us when they have already done it, okay? Because what happens is when you call 911, the police are like, well, I'll get there when I get there. And that's how crime escalated. You can't have it both ways, folks. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot want the police but then want to get rid of the police. You can't sit up here and have the police do their job, but you want to defund them. All right. You understand that you get hurt the most. Stop blaming the police for your actions. Okay. So let me see. I'm not going to, stay on this very long because I can go on a long rant. Like I said, last year I was the one that was like, oh yeah, let them defund themselves because I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they were going to suffer the consequences. See, I live in an area where we love our police. We respect our police. We don't defund our police, okay? If anything, they get more money because we want them to do a very good job in helping us stay safe and protected, okay? So therefore, you all stand in these blue cities where these Democrats don't even care about you. Okay, listen to them, huh? All right. And look at how that worked out for you, folks. So here is where they're talking about refunding the police. And ooh, look at this money. I love to see it. So in Oakland, California, they have increased, they're going to give the police the budget of $27.3 million. I really wish I saw the before and after funding. What I mean was, and maybe if I get a chance, if I have some time, I'll find out what the police budget was before George Floyd, and then how much did these city councilmen defunded the police, and then compare it to this, because this is how you can see how it's really going to hurt the citizens who are paying this out of their tax dollars. So Oakland is getting paid, police officers, law enforcement officers are getting paid, getting a budget of $27.3. Los Angeles is $50 million. Minneapolis is going to be 6.4. New York, wow! Hold on, if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me. I believe that New York defunded their police $8 million. Somebody's gonna have to fact check me. I can't remember, but I do believe they defunded them $8 million. Definitely not 10. They are funding them $92 million. So I was curious and I decided to look it up myself, and come to find out they had slashed the budget $1 billion. I wasn't even close. So the $92 million that they had put to the side for next year, it's not even come close to how much they took away. So New York City is still going to be in trouble. $1 billion was taken away, and now they're adding $92 million back. So I mean, maybe this will help a little bit, but I doubt it. And then of course, Baltimore is having a budget of $27 million. Looks like the police are gonna finish on top as it is, but I don't know. Here's the problem I think they're going to be facing. I think they're going to be facing the problem of whether the police will come back. See, once you treat them bad, once you treat them bad, why should they come back? Okay, they don't want to sign up for the abusive relationship. And if you don't have their back when they do their jobs, why should they come back when they got it good at another police department? What you had last year and as well as this year is a lot of police officers retiring early. Many of them are quitting, going into other professions, and then the rest are just transferring to other police departments that will appreciate them and give them the respect and the pay that they deserve. So they're not going to leave a good thing to come back to the hellhole, which is New York, which is Minneapolis, which is Los Angeles, and definitely not Baltimore. You're going to have to start off fresh with new recruits. You're going to have to train new police officers to fill those positions where the other police officers, especially those who were seasoned, especially those who were there for many years, that's a lot. That's a lot to fill. And so, yeah, I mean, you brought this on yourself. I don't care if you don't care. So you love it. You like it. I love it. It's all good. But isn't it great to see them finally eat crow? And we told them, we was like, hey, you're gonna need the police. Now you don't know what we know. We gotta get 12. Get rid of 12. Get rid of 12. F12. Defund the police. You wanted it, you got it. And now that you got it, you are unhappy and you want to go back to the way things were. But I don't think that's going to be possible. But time will tell. We'll see. As of right now, the homicide rate is ridiculous in these cities, and it is the Democrats that are to blame. But what do you think? Do you think they can turn it around? Do you think they can basically get those police officers to come back? I can tell you that that's going to be a big old no. They're not coming back. Why would they? I wouldn't either. But let me know what you think by leaving a comment in the comment section below. Be sure to leave a like, and I will see you all next time on my next video. Later, taters.